Lady of the faucet, just get it. Woo! Yeah.
It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loots, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. With a drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons from me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, I think I need more. Group got me in the wave, now I'm swimming the shore. Now I'm up to the core. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, just back to riches.
Yeah, dog. Welcome to R2R Wreck to Riches live stream number 60. Number 60, guys. We're here. It's Wednesday. The U.S. elections are over. It's over. It's a wrap. It's official. Donald J. Trump has won. Why is that big for crypto? We'll get into that. But today we're going to be talking about the Ouroboros protocol, guys. The ETH drip claim timers are up for people. We'll jump into that into a second here. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe, post notifications. If you're on X, hey, you gotta pound the like button too. You got to make sure you retweet it. All your hashtags, Titanx, build on Titanx. We're going to get into it live today. So before we get into Ouroboros, which I'm most bullish on as far as the long-term game in Titanx, like right now I'm doing like Lotus miners that are the furthest I can go out. You know, I think it's 180 days, which is 6 months. Here with Ouroboros, I'm putting long-term investments for late into 2025. We'll jump into that in a minute, but let's get to the price of Bitcoin, right? The markets are reacting to the Donald Trump victory. There is no doubt about that in my mind. You know, it's obvious, not that it's in my mind, but it's right there in front of us. The markets are feeling good. Bitcoin is, I mean, it was nice to see 75,000. It was nice to see the things that were happening once the elections were, you know, coming to an end and people were starting to see the data that was showing them that Trump was going to win. And the reason why it's big with crypto and a lot of us, whether you like Trump or not, could really separate your, you know, what you hear from the mainstream media and worry about what happens in the crypto environment where we're all trying to seek financial freedom, is he has come out and said, you know, publicly that he wants to support Bitcoin in crypto, and he's participating in DeFi. He's done NFTs. He just came out a week ago, maybe it was less than a week ago, I think it was the other day, and talked about firing Gary Gensler, right? So that's big. A president that is willing to get rid of the chairman of the SEC, who really has put the industry in a chokehold, right? With XRP, the SEC is going after Richard Hart. There's a lot of pulse chain people here, so I can see why everyone is excited about that in crypto and why that reflected the price. If it had gone the other way, we're probably looking at, you know, way different numbers this morning. And that's just the truth, because the pollsters were telling us it was a dead heat tie. And how wrong were they? So the market has been like teeter-tottering between, you know, undeciding of where the price wants to go, where the confidence is. And sure enough, once you saw the numbers, it was a wrap. Let's go to the chat. Crypto Pride, let's go. Welcome. Mr. Green, bye-bye, Gary. See ya, Gary. Bye, Felicia. Felix, I'm buying Lotus on market since we dipped 10x. So when Eden launches, I can stake and receive rewards in Titanx. Is it a good idea? I don't know, man. I'm just going to sit back and make miners and have no risk in the contract that I know that hasn't had an issue, shouldn't have an issue. Staking went south, so it's a gamble, it's a toss up of what could happen, right? Another important thing too that you'll want to look at is not just the price of Bitcoin, but the price of ETH, the Titanx ecosystem, right? Pulse chain as well. Leverage play on Ethereum. Ethereum price doing well. 230 bucks today. Up 230 bucks. We swing over to the stock market, guys. Let's take a look how the stocks are doing for today. We got everything in the plus other than gold and crude oil. Gold obviously is going to do well when the market sentiment is negative and people are not bullish about anything, especially the dollar. But gold, man, $2,675 an ounce, man. Dow soars over 1,000 points as Trump retakes the White House. So the importance of the policies that are not only having to do with the acknowledgement of blockchain, but foreign policies, border security, all that stuff. People turned out, and it was a landslide. Crazy. The pollsters were definitely wrong. Let's take a look here. OroX and Pulse will make easy millionaires by the end of next year. They will delay, but those two have at least 1,000x potential. Hey, man, I'm with you there, right? Can you claim and stake on Pulse Capital now? I'm not sure. I have to look. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. I think so. Let's see. Why ETH doing nothing? Sol is winning. ETH is up 230 bucks, right? ETH is not ETH is also not a token below 200 bucks. Ethereum is worth $2,600. So there's more room to grow with Solana to do many more X's than ETH in a bull market, considering the price points and the market caps, right? The lower the market caps, the better performance you can have out of a token by far. So Ouroboros, let's look at the stats for today. Let me make sure I put this up so you see a full screen here. Pull my face out of the way. Today at this point, and I tweet about this every day, guys. I tweet about this every day. Right now, 1 billion Titanx used, right? If you take 1 billion Titanx and you throw it into the system here, which mints ORX token, the Ouroboros token. So a 1 billion Titanx deposit to mint the ORX tokens right now would get you 112,493 ORX at the end of 52 weeks, because you can start claiming after X amount of days from the time you make an actual mint. Okay. So everyone will have a different countdown as far as their claimable timer. You see, I made this mint yesterday to show on camera, right, what it looks like. I have another wallet. We'll look at that. We'll take a look at the timer differences. But I made this stake yesterday, claimable in 27 days, 15 hours, 7 minutes, and 14 seconds. Now, I deposited 263 million Titanx. The ECP, right, is going to be when you claim ORX, which have not fully matured, a percentage of your ORX will be clawed back as a penalty. So you're not going to get the 4,629% ROI you see here claiming after 28 days. You're going to take a hit and going to get less tokens than anticipated here, right? You're going to forfeit that, especially if you claim now. If you claim after, you're going to be hit with a penalty, which is going to extract way less tokens. So you will have an option to mint after 28 days, but it wouldn't be smart if you're looking long term. It's like, why would you go into this not wanting to wait the 52 weeks, right? So definitely a mega long-term play, considering the fact that once you do a mint, it's 52 weeks to maximize the full amount that you can get back. Okay. Contracts already got 2.6 trillion plus Titanx, by the way. Look how much has been forfeited in ORX, right? 423,543 ORX has already been early claim penalties, the ECP, which gets sent to the forfeit sink, is what they call it. And every Titanx, every single Titanx that gets used on this platform goes directly to the buy and burn. So we're not looking at like any Genesis wallets where there's no like break off for team or marketing. It's 100% of that deposit. It caps out at 10 trillion Titanx. Right now it's at 2.6, and it goes straight for buying and burning ORX tokens. Well, why is that important to have a buy and burn for this token? Is because the people that participated with Ethereum will have a column here today where you'll see that they can claim. And I'll show you an example. My good buddy over at Bartertown had a nice post here that we're going to take a look at, showing the Ouroboros printer going burr, right? So there was an allocation at the beginning for X amount of Ethereum. I think it might have been like 300 Ethereum. It sold out quick, meaning the amount of Ethereum that can go into the system to be able to have these claim drips here at this point, right? Was only available for X amount of Ethereum. People entered with that, and it was capped out. So not everybody can go in there now and enter with ETH or after the fact. It's only Titanx at this point, and after the ETH was, used. So right now he can claim. He claimed he used the Ethereum option when it was available, and now you see the timers are showing, hey, you can claim 403 from this one, from the ETH deposit, right? And we'll go over to their Twitter to read kind of how that works. So look at the $181, $181, $181, $181. ROI on that's 2,197%, right? So we'll jump into their Twitter because they do give like a breakdown on what it's going to look like for those that did participate with their Ethereum, and how that, how you can approach this and what it's going to look like. If you're looking at it now because you went into ETH, this is important to understand how the drip works from here. So this is the Ouroboros protocol Twitter page, right? And he'll say the first day where new users, and this was from yesterday, new user supply is coming out on the market, right? As we near the beginning of the ETH drip claim window, your countdown timer will reach 0. You see how it shows 3 minutes left? And like Bartertown showed his ROI, the dollar amount sits here. Claim button is highlighted, just like we saw. And then you'll see this. Claimable is claimable, right? You reload the page or tab and come back. And if your block has passed, you'll begin seeing your current accrued claimable amount, which we saw Bartertown's got a juicy $180+ per. And then you'll see if you already claimed. But there's some things to that if you decide to claim now, okay, versus holding off. So for each block that passes, you'll receive a little bit more ORX, guys. This is if you participated with the Ethereum. So claim it as often as you like, but remember, the more often you claim, the higher your overall gas fee is going to be. So holding off and letting that just accumulate will, from the sound of it here, will work out for you saving gas fees, okay? And after you claim, your claimable will drop to 0. And the cumulative amount you claimed will be increased. So you can go back again later to do another claim when the sufficient amount of claimable ORX has occurred. So that right now is what is happening. And it should, in the short term, position as far as the price, impact the price. But let's go take a look at the price of ORX. I've been enjoying the price of Dragon X. I just bought a bunch too. I bought some the other day when the ratio was 1 to 13.5. I should have went all in on every wallet. So I'm a little late here, but I'll explain that in a minute. I'm still happy to be able to get into that. So look at the price of ORX right now. Let's see. I'll pull myself back up. So we're going to see volatility, right, at its best here at this point, because people are going to get those drips, but people are going to hold off. So it's not like everyone's going to use it. Like, people want to save on gas and strategically extract from their Ethereum drip payouts that are now becoming available, depending on when they made those Ethereum deposits. The good thing is, the LP it's pretty thick. 419,000. It's not a lot, but to combat the volatility, coming back to the site here, we have the buy and burn, 2.5 trillion. Titanx is available to start being triggered right now. I think the current buyback, yes, 1 billion Titanx per buyback when it's set. Right now, it's been kind of just chilling, waiting for this to happen to combat, obviously volatility, because there's really not much you can do at this point. When people sell, they sell. But for me, I'm sitting back and going, all right, man, claim your mints and sell them, because the heavily rewarded people understanding that this is when you get into Ouroboros, this is for me a 52-week hold, no matter what. The option is not to claim early with my Titanx deposits. And I want to get to the end of where I feel like we're in a position to play that proof of weak hands game. As I wait all the way to 52 weeks, I'm going to watch so many people drop their bags or sell them. Maybe because the price is down. Maybe it's because the price is up and they're really up in ROI. Maybe it's because they want to find different opportunity. Maybe they don't have strong hands. So many options that will be available to make my bag at the end of 52 weeks more valuable as people make those decisions to end their mints and claim early with the penalty. I'll show you, let's see, my other wallet I have public that I've made for Ouroboros here, and show you the timer on these ones. So these particular stakes I did at the very beginning, right? And 6 days I'll be able to claim, right? But there's going to be that penalty. There will be that penalty. And each ones that I've made, I came at different times, so the timer amounts are different. As you can see, these ones are 14, 12 days. I mint basically every day on several wallets at this point. So, by the way, the link is in the description of the video. If you guys are looking to participate, for me, it's like I take the Titanx gains I make on ratio trading or miners, and I split some off into stakes or into mints for ORX, understanding that every single day that goes by, you got to realize that using a measure of 1 billion Titanx for your mints, this, if you follow me on Twitter, drops every single day. So today is better than tomorrow. Every single day, every minute that passes, it becomes less and less amount of ORX you can claim as far as your estimate, but you won't get that number unless you wait the entire duration of the 52-week hold, right? Let me go back to the chat here. If you claim it in 28 days, you'll only get 29,621. The rest lost. Yeah, that's how it will work. Okay, I see what you're saying. So he's saying that for this miner, if I claim it at 27 days, I get this amount here, right? And it won't give me anything further. So that's, I guess that's okay. I think that's right. Might be, might not be. I need to verify. I did drip on ORX, but I will wait until fully vested by beginning of February, and I'll stake as well to earn lending. That's what I wanted to talk about too. So the lending, the testnet for lending and all that stuff is apparently lined up to be coming out right around, because it's been in testnet. When that'll be available, right? The USDx ecosystem to support and be a stable token for the Titanx ecosystem. Once that's available, you can actually use your ORX to stake and earn fees off people that are participating in the lending collateral aspect of the Ouroboros ecosystem, and do something in regards to the USDx. And this is a very important like backbone to the entire ecosystem, that we have this structured in and that it works. I believe that it will work. It's been backed by like the entire community of people that understand it, and even Jake is excited for it. I believe Eric is excited for it as well. I've seen out there and things he's said. So everyone's rooting for this process to take place, and the people that want to win can stake by earning passive income for the people that do use that aspect as far as USDX, which is available on Testnet. Stake and earn protocol fees for that goes on within that part of the ecosystem, or 52-week holdouts. But remember, it'll be available at some point if you want to claim after 28 days. Once you deposit, if you do 1 billion Titanx right now, and it gets you that 112,493 ORX, after 28 days, you can start claiming for a penalty. But if you want to maximize the amount, you wait to 52 weeks. All right. I went in 2/3 ETH and 1/3 Titanx. I'm very happy so far with ORX. Yeah, everyone I'm talking to, they got into especially the ETH trips, are very happy today, right? And then they'll enjoy the buy and burn that kicks in. That'll keep a value, and people will be attracted to the ORI. So the marketing aspect of ORX, right? Before this entire time, it's been like, take your Titanx and mint for ORX, and here's an ROI that you can't touch yet, but you can get a piece of that after 28 days. So what happens is people kind of hesitate because they don't see numbers, maybe they don't understand it. But then you go and you see somebody who's well respected in the community start dropping, just like people did with their miners and Titanx. Oh, I'm making this amount of percentage ROI. It was the best marketing strategy for them to implement, so you can download and share it on Twitter, right? That photo of your ROI, when it was made, how much it's worth. Well, here's the biggest marketing aspect of Ouroboros for those people that believed in it and can now claim their ETH trips, and then soon, enough, they can do penalties and claim their tokens for participating with Titanx. Now you see this, and you're going, okay, 2,197%. Bartertown, what's going on, brother? How do I get in? Well, here you go. Like I tell you guys, the link is in the description of the video. All you got to do is select the link, go into here, and if you're ETH is over with. You can't enter with ETH ever again, right? That's done. That's a wrap. But you can go in with Titanx and have a strategy, make ladder stakes, because again, I've mentioned this before, we're at 2.6 trillion. It's got a 10 trillion cap. Then it's over, right? And we don't know, based off the excitement of people now being able to realize the ROI, what type of wave that's going to bring now. People are going to start to FOMO in, and especially when we go from testnet USDX to mainnet, and you can use ORX to go into staking, you're going to see some, people buying it, and we're going to really see where this goes. We're right there at the cusp of seeing things just the ball start to roll. Okay, so it's exciting times. It's exciting times. Don't sleep on element 280. 3 days will be capped supply. Freaking awesome. I keep taking my hydro miners that come due and mint more ORX. Not sure if that's the smartest play, but we shall see in 52 weeks. I'm confident with my positions that I'm doing every day with ORX. I'll keep making them, man. I told myself this. I go, I'm going to keep minting every day until this is below 100, below 100,000 ORX per 1 billion, right? And I believe that's like 12 days out. Maybe I'll go to 75,000 ORX, estimated ORX per 1 billion Titanx. We'll see. Will that even be available? We may see some heavy participation because of the ROI hype, right? And in addition to that, mainnet for USDx. So people are going to get more involved with the system. So right now, not a financial advisor, for damn sure not a professional. Never be influenced by any influencer out there on social media, because you could lose it all. We're lucky this code works, but like this guy said, mint ORX, that's what I'm doing, right? I have short-term plays all over Titanx. I got midterm, long-term positions. This is every time I do a mint, it's 52 weeks or nothing, right? 52 weeks until the end. I'm not participating in this to get out by taking a penalty hit. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not interested in that. USDX is the big game changer. Yeah, it is, man. The entire Titanx ecosystem is going to be put on notice from what Ouroboros brings to the table. So if you haven't started researching and reading the white papers and understand what's in front of you and the opportunity you have to position yourself in staking soon, or position yourself in the lending collateral aspect, and understand what it means to invest in something and to have, strong hands, but the opportunity to fold, and how it punishes you and rewards the long-term holders, that's like Hex all over again. And I made the most money I've ever made in the Hex, and then Titanx, delayed gratification. So your mindset has to be, people will claim early and maybe they'll be in profit still, as far as their deposits. I don't doubt that, but it's a beautiful thing. If I jump back, let me take a look at what the ROI says, ROI, gosh, on these wallets, right? As we take a look here, 6 days claimable. It'll tell me in six. I'll know 100% what is available to these. When this changes to claimable, I'll know what I would take as far as a hit. What if I can claim like 10,000 of these tokens? Just an example, and the price is still 43 cents. You're like, oh, I can make $5,000 right now. So things change when money is on the table. I definitely will say that, right? Things definitely change when the money is on the table. Sometimes you have a long-term vision, but then you have that option to exit, right, after the 28-day period. So that's why we're going to see right here in the upper right corner, forfeited amount increase. Why would you forfeit that much? It's a lot. That is a lot to forfeit. Okay. Let's take a look at the testnet here. This right here is the most important thing to the entire ecosystem of Titanx. It's in a testnet phase. You can come here, mint your test tokens. You can select any of these options, mint them, get involved. And if you don't want to understand like how the loan works, how the system works as far as, from farming, this and that, there's a ton of things here that are going on that you're going to have to learn if you've never done anything like this. But the easiest thing is, okay, I'll let the whales and all the people that want to participate and just stake my ORX, right? So the ORX fee sharing pool allows your ORX stakers to earn a share of USDx redemption and loan fees. By depositing ORX into the pool, you're earning a proportional share of protocol fees. Deposits more ORX in the fee sharing pool, harvest your collateral, and there's not a lock period. You can just get in and out, right? There's not a lock period. So you would just come in here, stake it. You can come on testnet and take a look at what's going on here, but learn how to play with this before it goes mainnet. If you want to learn all these other aspects, but if you just want to stake, you're going to come here with your tokens and stake your ORX, or there's a USDX staking pool right here, right? Stake your IDO USDX. So if you're earning USDX, you can come and bring it up to the USDX backstop and start staking to earn collateral rewards, right? You can either claim your collateral rewards or move them into the outstanding loans you have as an additional collateral top up. And here's the associated tokens, right? Titanx, DragonX, Baby DragonX, Hydra, Hyper, Inferno, Vault. and Helios. All right, this guy's right here, and what's taking place right before our very eyes is very important, very important. And I just cannot wait for this to go from testnet to a mainnet. I think there's a lot of people that are just like, gosh, man, this got to happen. Let's see. I'm not selling any of my ETH drips happening now. Hey, man, shout out to you for having the strong hands. Because I mean, listen, I look at this tweet from Bartertown. There's a lot of people in this position that went heavy. You know, I know some people that went 10, 20 ETH. And you know, there's money on the table right here, bro. You can claim right now. Money on the table. It's right there. So it gives you the option to either be a strong holder or not be a strong holder. I mean, how else could you put it? Right? If you choose to have weak hands and you choose to go in that direction of giving up your future supply and taking the money now, that's up to you. Let me continue to hit the back button to go to the regular page here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, well, let me just type in Ouroboros. Boom. All right. So Mint OROX takes you to the main screen here that we've been looking at. Did I miss anything? If you're depositing, you'll see all the stats here. Titanx per ORX on the market. Look at that. So you'll know what kind of deal you're getting as well. Estimated value, ROI. So it's all there. It's all there. And did I go to the next page? Oh, wait. No, we're not looking at this page. There we go. So as I was showing on screen, you see everything listed here for you. This is like, you can change the numbers around and use it as a calculator. You got 2 billion Titanx. You want to know what you get? There you have it, right? ROI, estimated value, all that good stuff. All laid out. Very simple, easy website. But under the hood, reading the white paper could be very complex, but that's why we're in a testnet phase to learn these things. ORX is the new hex. Yes. Maybe Genesis Wallet will weigh in at some point. Man, that's speculation. I've heard it from people. I'm thinking it could. You know, the Genesis Wallet come in here and mint it out after people have been given a chance to do that and be the benevolent whale of a huge amount of ORX, right? I think the Genesis Wallet would wait until everything was from mainnet, from testnet to mainnet working. Everything's working, everything's flawless, and could do that. Then we would literally have like a small supply in the user's hands and like a benevolent whale of that ORX. And, you know, at the end, they can go and put it back into the system as you would anticipate and imagine if the Genesis Wallet was to do anything. So a lot of speculation, guys. A lot of things that are like, what if? All right, let's go take a look at the prices going around in the ecosystem. Titanx, 5 zeros and a 9-4. It's a beautiful day, man. Let me take a look, man. The markets. I'm telling you, by Thanksgiving, we could be looking at some mega bullish numbers, like crazy. Whoa, PDI up a 0, 2 zeros and a 4-2, homie. Oh man, Dragon X right there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. Hey, don't look at the USD price. Flip the script here. Look at the ratio. I'm mad at myself for here. Look at, what was it, the 4th? I got out on a wallet on a trade. I got in 2 wallets pretty heavy here, right? Around here. And I just went like 12,000 like an hour ago. At this ratio, a little bit lower, right? Now it's a 1 to 6. Every Dragon X gets you 16.4 Titanx. I should have went every single wallet when it was here. Man, could have done it here in the 12s. Look at that ratio return. Killer trades if I get out of those right now. But I want to get out. I told myself I want a ratio out to Titanx at a like 18 to 20. But my Dragon X that I have on a wallet where I went massively heavy, where I'm like, that ledger, I can't touch it. If I want to get to that ledger to sell my Dragon X down the road, I got some obstacles I set up. It's there with like my Bitcoin I've had for a long time. Ethereum I bought at $7. I literally value the Titanx and Dragon X I put on these wallets that I've never, shared with anybody in a safe where I'm like, I don't do anything. I don't interact with any dApps on those wallets. Never have, never will. Once I buy, revoke the Uniswap and all that stuff. Like, for example, with Dragon X and Titanx, like it has no permissions to nothing. But this ratio, man, it can go parabolic quick. I think we're gonna see soon right back to 1 to 20. I want to hold off on the ones I got here in the 13s, right? And trade off, but at some point I'm looking like at my, like I said, the bags I want to hold off. I want to get a 1 to 50. I think people are like 1 to 88. That would be so cool, right? That'd be so cool. Great info on ORX. Thank you. Hey man, there's a lot to these systems. So the testnet phase has been going on for well over a week now. So we're getting there. I think it's like any day it should be happening, right? From testnet to mainnet. If there's any hiccups, it won't happen, but that's what you want. You want to run a testnet, do audits, and make sure audits are in, run the testnet, make sure it's not broken, make sure everything works. And once they've played around with it enough, they'll determine the mainnet date and time. And they got the buy and burn to kick in, FOMO from the ROI. Everything is like we're here in position to start the engine. The engine's on. We're ready for takeoff. Dragon X, baby. Dragon X. Sup, Breck? What's going on? 100% make sure it works before mainnet. Yeah, we want. I'm happy if we need to be in testnet to December to get it right, because how important Ouroboros is to the Titanx ecosystem. We need this to work. We need this to work. It'll make us the ultimate ecosystem. Like Titanx has become a layer 1 token, basically like Ethereum, but better. Everyone building on a hyperdeflationary token. You realize that everything built on Titanx is built on a hyperdeflationary token. And then you take the first token that was designed to be swapped at a 1-to-1, and now we're looking at a 1 to 16.4 something and some change with Dragon X, right? And it's outperformed, and that's becoming hyperdeflationary, and it's got a ridiculous amount of less tokens. Let's take a look at the stats on the Hydra page for Dragon X. Oh my gosh, 5.1 trillion, and going to be burning, right? And you compare that to Titanx, which the price we anticipate to go parabolic, but it has like a way more token supply, right? 45 trillion. And when this cuts in half, you better be damn sure and bet your bottom dollar that Dragon X is going to be cutting this in half too at some point, and what the price could be. So that's why it'll continue to outperform and have a good ratio for return on Titanx. Definitely. Let's see. Is it still possible for a new investment to get daily drip ORX? No, you can't get in with ETH anymore to get the drip, but you can get in with Titanx. And if you want to claim after 28 days and pay a penalty, you can. But the ETH drip is over. That sold out quick at the beginning, right? So I make Titanx deposits every day and mint ORX and want to hold long term. What are your thoughts on Hyper? I'll tell you my thoughts on Hyper. Super bullish on Hyper and Hydra. Let's go to Hyper really quick here. I'm bullish for these tokens going from mid-December to 2025. I think they're going to perform at their best. After the 15th of December, going and all the way to 2025, we're going to see some crazy things take place as far as supply shock and how much will actually be burning that's on the market. That's going to be something that most people they only see the inflation aspect and they're like, oh, it's too many tokens. Like, nah, you ain't got enough hyper. You don't got enough hyper miners. Vault is insane and infernal. Yep. Hyper LFG. Do you know the penalty percent for claiming on the 28th day? It'll tell you on your once it's available, right? Like, for example, a percentage of your ORX will be clawed back as a penalty. So you're going to see, and I can't see here on this one. Let me switch to the other wallet. See if it gives me like a number of any point. So right now, these are not claimable for another 6 days. These are like day one mints. If I could take a look at the docs page, is the only thing I can recommend you look at for this information. But while I'm here, before I end the stream, let's take a look at those exact numbers for you and see if they're available to see what type of hit you take for a early claim, right? Let's see. I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. I don't. There's a 28-day waiting period for the Titanx deposits. I see that here. Let's see. After 28 days, you may initiate a claim. After 3 additional days, mint your ORX. Okay. Does it say the percentage? Maybe I missed it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to look. I would point you here to the white paper. But anyways, I got to end the stream. With the kids didn't go to school today. We kept them home. 40-minute streams good enough for a day like this. When the kids are home, I do like 30 minutes. I do like 30 minutes. What's up, Vibra? What's going on, man? Keep crushing it. You too, man. I love watching your streams. Can't wait. I'll be on Vibra Finance on Friday. And we'll be streaming it up, doing a little collaboration. I'm excited about that. Definitely. Hydra has underperformed. Why? It's nothing's cooking yet, man. We're not cooking yet. When we're hyperdeflation, then tell me mid-December, heading into the new year. That's when you should be looking at the price of things and be like, okay, I see what was done here. I see what the big picture was. I don't look at the price of things like that right now, to be honest. I'm looking further out. So the reason why is because people are collecting miners and selling them. That's why. So do you think the price is going to be better when people are collecting miners later and all the bonded tokens like Titanx and DragonX are going parabolic? Might be. But don't forget to pound the like button, man. Thank you all for coming. Till next time, we shall do it again. Yeah, dog.
Lady of the faucet, let's get it.
It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loots, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. With a drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons from me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, and I think I need more. Group got me in the wave, now I'm swimming the shore. Now I'm up to the core. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches.